Your summers may finally be warming up, and with that comes some wilting and water stress. And usually we think it's time to water when the plant shows us it's time to water, such as wilted leaves, for example. Dropped flowers is another one. But what if I told you your plants are actually silently screaming and sending out signals to the world around them via their own plumbing way before you see anything happening to the above ground biomass? This, folks, is called hydraulic signaling. And this is the plant science behind why you shouldn't wait for your plants to show you signs of water stress, and you should continually water completely based on the soil's physicality and not your plants. If you don't know who I am, hi, my name's Ashley. I have a degree in soil science. I've been working in the world of agriculture for 15 years. I've been gardening since I was 5 years old, and I like to take all this experience and put it into the garden in a very geeky way. And with that being said, if you want more plant and soil science content, then I heavily encourage you to hit the subscribe button, because 60% of you are not subscribed and you're just lurking, which, I mean, I'd lurk too. I think I'm a beautiful person to look at on screen. And very entertaining. And here is a cute video of my dog in hopes of convincing you to subscribe. So here's the crazy thing. When it comes to plants and soil moisture, the wilting or the dropping of flowers is the absolute last step in water stress. As the water content in soil dips, the roots themselves are actually able to sense the impending doom that is a lack of water long before the upper biomass does. And that is because it actually has a hydraulic pressure change in the xylem. And this shoots the memo above ground into the upper biomass, letting them know, listen, things are about to get insane. And wait till you learn what the upper biomass chooses to do, again, long before wilting happens. So what takes place when the hydraulic pressure drops within the soil and the roots actually shoot that messaging up? What happens above ground is that the plant sends out a hormone called ABA. And ABA is actually a hormone that then tells the stomata to shut down and for growth in your plant to absolutely be halted. Now you're probably thinking, Ashley, what do you mean by halting growth? Well, what I mean is that once those stomata slam shut, carbon dioxide cannot be uptaken. And if we look at the formula, that is photosynthesis, we know that that's a main ingredient to the entire process. Without photosynthesis, we have no carbohydrate being formed. We have zero growth action happening in the plant. And that means both the greenery is halted, the flowers are halted, and even the fruits are halted long before any sort of wilting starts to appear. So say your plants are looking absolutely amazing, but they haven't grown in weeks. They've kind of just been in this vegetative limbo state where they're not really putting on more biomass, they're not flowering, they just seem to be stale. Sometimes we chalk it up to really cold nights or cold temperatures in general, maybe heat stress, but the truth could be it's actually hydraulic stress and that ABA signal being sent out to the plants, which is telling them, listen, there's no more water, we got to stop growth, therefore resulting in a plant that essentially just stays the same size indefinitely. So if you actually want to reduce hydraulic stress, all you need to do is make sure that your soil has a continual level of moisture, not sopping wet. But when you stick your finger in, there should always be some level of moisture present. You can use mulches, or you can preemptively heavily soak the soil prior to any sort of heat wave. This will reduce things like blossom end rot, flowers being dropped, or just growth being stalled. If you thought to yourself, I have blossom end rot, I've never had a wilted tomato, you may have still had hydraulic stress, which shut down the entire system, causing that blossom end rot to happen. Gate crew, if you found this video helpful, or if you have any tips and tricks when it comes to watering a garden, then please let me know in the comments down below, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.